of Uganda. Honorable colleagues, I present to you the Honorable Among Anita Annette, the District Woman Representative, Bukedia District. The Honorable Among Anita Annette is a lawyer by profession, an accountant by training, an administrator by training and experience, who holds a master's degree, has the highest level of education, and with impeccable record and repute. Honorable colleagues, in her over 12 years working experience, the Honorable Among Anita served with distinction as the District Woman Representative of Bukedia, and she returned unopposed. She also served Parliament of Uganda as the Vice Chairperson of COSASE Committee and did tremendous work. She worked as part and parcel of the Juba peace talks for the peace in northern Uganda. She served as a lecturer at Makerere University Business School and also a branch manager. The Honorable Among Anita is God-fearing, action-oriented, reliable, result-oriented, dependable, loyal, dedicated, a servant leader, tried, tested, trusted, a negotiator, and a lady of integrity. Honorable colleagues, the comprehensive plan of action for the Honorable Among Anita Annette, commonly known as the Honorable AAA, while serving as the Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda, rotates around the following doctrines, principles, and ideals: good governance for the institutions of Parliament, equal opportunities for all members of Parliament, independence of the institution of Parliament, working in harmony with other arms of government, and your and my and our welfare as members of Parliament, among others. Honorable colleagues, for clarity and in a nutshell, the election of Honorable Among Anita to the position of Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament will be an affirmation to our commitment as a Parliament, to our commitment as a country, towards the protection, upholding, and defending Article 32 of our national Constitution on affirmative action and Article 33 on the rights of women. I call upon you, honorable colleagues, ladies and gentlemen of goodwill and hope, to cast your vote to the Honorable Among Anita as the Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament of the Republic of Uganda. I respectfully submit and request your individual vote for God and my country.
Thank you very much. Is the motion seconded?
Mr. Speaker, sir, Your Excellency, the President of Uganda, the Chief Justice, my name is Naume Kabashara, and I represent Rushenyi. I'm raising on Rule 6 of the Procedure of Parliament to second the nomination of Honorable Anita Annette Amongi, Woman MP Bukedia District, as a Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament.
Thank you very much. That is a secondment. I think for the benefit of time, we will not be allowing the seconders to speak. So the motion is seconded. Can we have any more nominations, if any?
Thank you, Mr.
You want to speak? If there are any further nominations, it would be the time to do it. Honorable Kabasharira, let's see if we can move to a next, if there is any further nomination. We want to save the time so that we can go to voting. Okay. Thank you.
Procedure.
Procedure?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Your Excellency the President, my Lord the Chief Justice, a nomination of Honorable Anita Mong has been made and seconded. Right Honorable Speaker, I wanted to move that we close the nominations for this position.
I see an honorable member. Is he seconding that motion for closure or
Honorable,
further nominations?
Right Honorable Speaker, my name is Richard Lumo. I'm here to move a motion for the Deputy Speaker, a name for the Deputy Speaker. I'm a Member of Parliament representing Mityana South, Mr. Speaker, and I'm rising on Rule 5 and 6 of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament to present Honorable Muhammad Nsereko of Kampala Central to take the chair as the Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament. So I move.
Would you like to speak to your motion in 5 minutes, please?
Yes. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Muhammad Nsereko is a Member of Parliament representing Kampala Central constituency. He's a lawyer by training. He's also a journalist. He's been in Parliament for the last 10 years, and he has been a Member of Parliament with distinction to this Parliament. He went to Chibuli Secondary School. He went to Chibuli Secondary School, where he emerged the best in the country during the exams of that year in Chibuli Secondary School. Honorable Nsereko, Mr. Speaker, proceeded to Makerere University again and got a certificate in journalism. Honorable Nsereko is pregnant with ideas which we require to unify this Parliament. Honorable Nsereko is eloquent enough, he's formidable enough, he's a unifier, a good debater, a dependable person, a person of character we need as a Deputy Speaker. I pray to you, honorable members of Parliament, that for this position, we need a person of a rare character which Honorable Nsereko possesses. I pray that honorable members will vote for Honorable Muhammad Nsereko as the Deputy Speaker of this Parliament. So I pray. Thank you.
Is the motion seconded?
Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker, and the Chief Justice, I raise under Rule 6 to second, by name Sivambi Richard, MP Bukoto Central. I second the motion for Honorable Nsereko Muhammad as Deputy Speaker of Parliament of Uganda.
Thank you very much. Any further nominations?
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. And congratulations upon your election as Speaker of this House. I'm moving a motion under Rule 6, Sub-Rule 4, read in tandem with Rule 5, Subsection 9. I am Dr. Baiga Michael Ulume, and I move the motion that Honorable Yusufun Sivambi do take the chair of this Parliament as Deputy Speaker of Parliament. I beg to move.
Thank you. Would you like to speak to your motion in 5 minutes?
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Member of Parliament, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. In the first place, let me thank the Almighty God for the great favor that He has reposed to me. Allow me to take an opportunity to thank the Clerk of Parliament for guiding this House and the Chief Justice. Honorable members, I have the privilege to present before you the outstanding, genial, and fine gentleman, Honorable Yusufun Sivambi, for the position of Deputy Speaker of Parliament. If you want a Deputy Speaker of Parliament that is simple, approachable, collected, compassionate, focused, hardworking, building harmony, and enhancing the freedom of legislation and deliberation, then we have one in Honorable Yusufun Sivambi, the Honorable Member from Mawokota South. Honorable Sivambi is an educationist, advocate of the High Court, businessman, leader, a family man, a banker, Member of Parliament representing Mawokota South. He has taught very many honorable men and women in Uganda, including the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah, Honorable Nandala Mafabi, Lieutenant General David Muhozi, Honorable Nsedeko Muhammad, Honorable Theodore Sechikubo, Honorable Oboth Oboth have gone through his hands as their teacher at the law school in Makerere University. Honorable Sivambi brings on table a wealth of expertise spanning from over 20 years of teaching experience at Makerere University School of Law, and moves to corporate governance, having worked as a legal secretary of Greenland Group of Companies, Greenland Bank, Uganda, Tanzania, and Zanzibar, Uganda Grain Milling, Kampala University, Entebbe Resort Beach, and Greenland Insurance, as well as 20 to 30 years of legal practice at Sivambi and Sivambi Advocates. Honorable colleagues, we have tasks ahead of us. And this speakership election comes at a time when Uganda's legislature is making 100 years of existence. Our 59 years of independence are punctuated by numerous successes, but also colossal failures in governance and public policy, increasing human rights abuses, corruption of the worst kind, and systematic democratic reversals that continually undermine the trust of the Uganda's citizenry of Parliament. We pay tribute to those who came before us, the speakers who led this Parliament before us. But Honorable Sivambi's leadership as Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament is premised on consolidating the gains, building a strong, sound, and productive, independent, and viable legislature. Sivambi has 6 pledges to make, and he will be Deputy Speaker who is going to support the Speaker of Parliament in a supportive way other than an antagonistic way. One of the most important principles that he stands for is the principle of separation of powers. The doctrine of separation of powers through the observance of the system of checks and balances.
Honorable, would you like to
strengthen?
wind up? Would you like to wind up?
I'm winding up, Right Honorable Speaker. Let me just mention these principles. The independence of Parliament, capacity building for us members of Parliament who need the experience to do the legislation and all the work of Parliament, and also the parliamentary welfare, which we need at an incremental level other than being decretal. Parliamentary outreaches program in order to bridge the gap between Parliament and the people, and the principle of the Interparliamentary Union, which was held here in Uganda. And Sivambi seeks to bridge the gap between our Parliament and our people so that the constituencies can enjoy how Parliament works and how it can benefit them. Finally, the strengthening of the oversight of Parliament. This is going to be an important and cardinal role for this Parliament, especially when we are at this side. Benchmarking expeditions and on-site visits for ongoing projects are going to be important tasks that we are going to do, which Sivambi is going to provide.
Thank you, Honorable.
Honourable members of Parliament, in conclusion, I ask you.
Thank you. Is the motion seconded?
Your Excellency, Right Honorable Speaker, the Chief Justice, Honorable Members of Parliament. My name is Namanya Naboth. I represent people of Rubabo constituency in Rukunjiri district. I have a privilege to second a diligent, honorable member of Parliament, Honorable Yusufun Sivambi. Right, Honorable Speaker, our motto says, for God and my country, and I'm privileged to give you a God-fearing Deputy Speaker, other than
you have finished the secondment. Please. We agreed.
Honorable Speaker.
We agreed you second the motion, and that's it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Any further nomination?
Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the President, the Chief Justice, my name is Jonathan Ebwalu, the Member of Parliament for Soroti West Division in Soroti City. I stand here to raise a motion that we close the nominations. We vote for Nita Mong early enough. Thank you very much.
I see an honorable member approaching. Then I can process that motion. Yes, honorable member for Mukono.
Thank you very much, the Right Honorable Speaker. I stand here to nominate our elder and great friend with a vast experience.
Honorable, would you like to wear your mask?
A lawyer by profession, the Honorable Moses Ali.
Would you like to speak to your motion?
Right Honorable Speaker, my candidate, who until recently was the first Deputy Prime Minister Moses Ali, is, in my opinion, the best person for that position. It shall be recorded, Right Honorable Speaker, that the person I'm naming, I want us to drag her to the chair, was a minister during Amini's regime. This great son of Uganda has been part of the wars of liberation. It would be very sad, Mr. Speaker, if we have some aged leaders that we deny them another person of the same age Moses Ali. Mr. Speaker, I'm fighting discrimination of the old people. That's why recently even this parliament enacted a law to allow them to have representation in all local governments and in parliament. If this August House would join me, people like Moses Ali even needed to be elected unopposed. Mr. Speaker, outside there we run around a lot. I just imagine that my Deputy Speaker will now not be burdened by making a lot of movements because he will be seated there in the chair. He is a lawyer, and this speaks a lot about him. He went to school he went back to school as an old man. You cannot underrate such a person. And you see, we have never had a lawyer from Western Nile. That will also be a good thing as we look forward to regional balancing. Mr. Speaker, I want to end on this note.
Point of order.
Now order forward.
Right Honorable Speaker, my name is Leonie Odria, Member of Parliament, Aringa South, Yumbe. Right Honorable Speaker, is this Parliament a house of actors? Is Madam Honorable Namboze in order to tell this Parliament that General Moses Ali is the first and ever only lawyer from West Nile? Is she in order? Is she in order?
You are just giving me information.
Supplementary. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to thank Honorable Namboze for nominating General Moses Ali. However, Honorable Speaker, it is of great insult to the people of West Nile for Honorable Namboze to insinuate that Right Honorable General Moses Ali is the first lawyer from West Nile. I can mention a few. Late Right Honorable Speaker Ayume was a seasoned lawyer in this country. Irene Obonji is a seasoned lawyer in this country. Is she in order, therefore, to insinuate and insult the people of West Nile? I hold a master's degree. We don't all have to be lawyers. Right Honorable Speaker, is she in order?
Honorable members, I think we can leave it there now. Can I rule? Can I rule? Father, can I rule on the matter, honorable members?
You apologize.
Can I rule on the matter? Honorable members, the facts have been stated that there are senior lawyers that have existed from that part of the country, including the late Francis Ayume, who was actually Speaker of the House. The facts have been laid, so the statement is wrong to the extent that you refer to General Ali as the first lawyer from that region. And honorable member, given the uniqueness of your motion, I'm going to use my prerogative to verify whether you have had consultations with your nominee, and if he can confirm, then we can proceed with your further justification of the motion.
Mr. Speaker,
I want to confirm with him.
History shows that speakers are dragged to the chair.
No, our rules say he must consent, so I'm going to bring up his consent forward, because our rules now say he should consent, she should consent.
But Right Honorable Speaker,
can I ask the Honorable...
I want to apologize. What I meant to say was that was not that Honorable Moses Ali is the first person to be a lawyer. I was talking about first person to be a speaker, but I've been given information by my dear colleagues who are here. And I wonder what type of people are those. You represent an area. I come here to ask Ugandans to vote for your own, and you come here putting me on order. Why?
Honorable, I have already guided on this matter. Generally, Honorable, I bring this consent forward before we finish with the justification of the motion.
Yes, come. As he comes, my seconder is here.
Order.
My seconder is here, Right Honorable Speaker.
You would not be a second. The microphones are there, General. I just want to confirm that you had consultation with your nominee.
Come on, right.
Second of what?
To nominate you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and the President in attendance, Parliament. As a human being, I must thank Madam Honorable Amboze for what she had come out of her. If she didn't say what she said, I wouldn't have known that some people are thinking about me. Now that she has come out, I would have wished she had the courtesy to consult me. But she honestly, she's here, she can confirm. I've even heard, like any of you, are being nominated. Madam Nambos is aware, so that I am also aware these things are happening. I'm also a participant. I would have wished myself, if I wanted to be, then I would have asked her to nominate me. But since I didn't approach her, up to now, when she surprised me, all the same, I want to thank her. But I think I know my colleague, we have been working together in the House. I don't want to impute a bad motive. I wouldn't do that because she had not uttered it. To save time of the House, I regret this offer. And I thank once again my Honorable Madam that I decline the offer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any further nominations? Honorable Namboze, your nomination cannot stand. No further speech, please. No further speech, please. Any further nominations?
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you for the time you have given me. Thank you very much, my father, Moses Ali. We really love you, and I know one day.
Any further nominations?
You'll make a speaker.
Right Honorable Speaker, I am Council Court Moses Jr. BTEC, Member of Parliament, Kyoga constituency, on the Forum for Democratic Change ticket. I rise and rules 5 and 6 read interchangeably to nominate Honorable Mohammed Segirinya for the position of Deputy Chair.
Okay, would you like to speak to your motion? 5 minutes, please.
Right Honorable Speaker, like I did say, I represent a minority political group in the House, the Forum for Democratic Change, that has great connection with the National Unity Platform, where Honorable Mohammed Segirinya does come from. Members of this august House, Segirinya is a young man that mimics the age group that is prevalent in this House. Segirinya is a disabled individual that has become the same as a result of the impunity that has been perpetrated by the system. Right honorable members, electing Segirinya Mohammed would be a reflection and would be a protest to the powers that be. It is upon such grounds that we elect a man from the oi polloi. And should we do this in this House, we must demonstrate that we have risen beyond threats, we have risen beyond the expectations of material gains, and we have restored the parliament to the people. I've always told my people that the voice of the people is the voice of God. And indeed, Segirinya would be the master of the Vox Populis, Vox Dei. It is upon such grounds that I urge right honorable members that Mr. Update, the right honorable would make a very good speaker in tangent to the manner that he reflects the minimum qualification that was provided by the UC, Universal Secondary Education. It reflects the societal strata that we have in the country. And should we do this, right honorable Speaker, and the House at large, we would have fulfilled our noble constitutional obligation.
Thank you. Is there a seconder to the motion?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, my name is Gilbert Oulanyah, the Member of Parliament for Kilak South in Amoro District. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise to second the nomination of Honorable Mohammed to be the Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda. I beg to move.
Thank you very much. Procedure.
Right Honorable Speaker, the President of the Republic of Uganda in attendance, my Lord the Chief Justice, honorable colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Atkins Katsabe. I'm a Member of Parliament, Bukonzo County West. Mr. Speaker, sir, Uganda is a signatory of the Sustainable Development Goals and the United Nations that were put in place in 2017. Mr. Speaker, sir, I draw your attention and the attention of the House to SDG number 5. Mr. Speaker, sir, as you're aware, Uganda is a member of the African Union, and I draw our attention to Article 3 and 4. Mr. Speaker, sir, in 2017, in Kigali, Rwanda, the East African Legislative Assembly, ELA,
would you like
passed a bill, procedural matter, Mr. Speaker.
Please
Mr. Speaker,
the procedural matter, and I deal
here
with
it says procedural matter. We passed a bill, the ELA passed a bill entitled Gender Equity and Gender Equality 2017. On March 8, 2017, in Rwanda, Kigali. Our Constitution is crystal clear, Mr. Speaker. Article number 32, National Objective and Directive of Principles of State Policy, Roman 4 and Roman 6 about gender. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 organs of government. The executive, already filled. The legislature, already filled. And now, the judiciary, already filled. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm here to raise on a procedural issue. If we are still a country that believes in our Constitution, where is the place for the women? What message are we sending out there for mothers and daughters? Today, I thought that since the Speaker of Parliament is a male, Mr. Speaker, I've only heard one name of a female. And without wasting a lot of your time, Mr. Speaker, sir, I move a procedural issue that wouldn't it be procedural, wouldn't we be procedurally moving right if we move that Honorable Anita Moore become our Deputy Speaker of Parliament for the 11th Parliament, if you will agree. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Member. On what matter do you raise, Honorable Mwanga Chivumbi?
Right Honorable Speaker, the Chief Justice. Right Honorable Speaker, I beg your indulgence.
Yes, please.
I'm speaking on behalf of Honorable Muhammad Segirinya. As you are aware, Right Honorable Speaker, Honorable Muhammad Segirinya has been indisposed for quite some time. Much as he is present, he is fairly unwell and unable to speak for himself. He has sent me here to decline the nomination. I beg to move.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable.
Right Honorable Speaker and colleague members of Parliament, I'm called Mama James, Member of Parliament for Jumani East Constituency. Right Honorable Speaker, after a long list of nomination of members for the position of Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament, I rise up here to close the nomination for the position of the Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament. I beg to move.
You beg to move that nominations be closed?
To move a motion for closing nomination for the position of Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament. Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, motions for such closures, should they be seconded? Is your motion seconded? But it's a motion that does not actually require secondment. The motion that is being proposed is for closure of nomination. I'll put a question to that motion. Those in favor say aye, to the contrary, no. The ayes have it. Nominations closed. The procedure adopted earlier in the earlier election. I'll ask the members whose names have been, the members who have been nominated to come and give their consent to the nomination. Now, on the procedural matter raised by the member from the Honorable Katushabe, I think the particular procedural matter was premature because there was a procedure. Suppose all the other gentlemen declined to be deputy speakers when they were called to confirm or say consent to their nomination, then that matter would not arise. It would have been better or more timely, if they had agreed to their nominations, then I would have been competent to know that their names are not properly for discussions and vote, in which case then I would be able to rule that given the chance that we have now, there is no possibility of that nature. Secondly, this is a matter on which I can't rule out nominations of people. You cited constitutional provision, but then this is a matter of an election. Elections are the expressions of people's wishes and aspirations. I cannot rule any nomination out unless it does not conform to the law. The nominations that have been made so far, I have not had any issue with one of them, but let me ask the candidates that have been nominated to come and confirm or withdraw from their nominations. Consent, we'll start with the first member to be nominated, Honorable Anita Mong. Yes, Honorable, do you consent to your nomination?
Your Excellency, the President of Uganda, Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, my Lord the Chief Justice, my name is Anita Among Annette, a member of Parliament of Bukedea District. I do consent to my nomination.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Mohammed Seriko, Kampala Central.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable members. I, Mohammed Seriko, Member of Parliament for Kampala Central, having heard the contents and the proposal of my nomination to take chair as Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, I do hereby consent and accept.
Thank you.
May God bless you.
Thank you. The Honorable Sivambi.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Right Honorable Speaker, my Lord the Chief Justice, the guests in attendance, the honorable members of Parliament, with humility, I do accept the nomination of my candidature as a Deputy Speaker of Parliament. You will not be disappointed.
Thank you.
God bless you. I'm called
Thank you. Thank you, honorable members. We have 3 candidates duly nominated, and their secondments, there are confirmations and consents received from each one of them. The last honorable member who was nominated had representation from his agent that he would not consent to that nomination. So we have 3 candidates, and I think the time has come for us to deal with the matter by vote. Is that in the next item, or do we just proceed?
Item 15 on the order paper, election of the Deputy Speaker.
Honorable members, this has already been done before. The procedure is clear. We are going to do the way we did earlier. The ballot paper is plain. You write the name of the candidate you prefer, and you place it in the box. Can we start the voting, please? Procedure.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, my name is Sarah Pendi. I know I've spoken earlier here. We have spent the whole day on the election of the Speaker, and the procedural issue that I want to raise in order for us to move faster, Right Honorable Speaker, is that as they call out the 10 names, I want to propose, Right Honorable Speaker, that we have more tables where members can write, other than people coming to line up 10, pick the paper, go and write, and the others have to wait. We could hand over these papers to the 10 members, and they find where to write and then put the ballot into the box. That would help us to move faster and conclude this process. That is the procedural issue, Right Honorable Speaker, that I wanted to raise. That would it not be procedural right that we have more tables other than just one table where members can write and then they cast their ballot? Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, anything that we can do to fasten the time in which we do this vote would be helpful, and the suggestion that has come from the honorable member is acceptable. I ask the people managing to see if we can accommodate facilities that would enable us to move faster. Procedure?
I have an interest as a candidate, and also the principle of secret ballot presupposes it must have space. So if you create many centers, my interest as a candidate will be directly affected. I object to that.
No, we are just going to adopt whatever arrangement is possible and can be executed, maintaining the integrity of the process. If it is possible, we'll do it. Can I ask the representatives of the candidates who have been so nominated to send their representatives here, agents who will be witnessing the polling process? Yes?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, my name is Okupa Elijah. I want to make an amendment to the proposal moved by Honorable Saro Pendi in us trying to catch up with time, that instead of having numerous tables where people write, of the proposal that we divide the calling of names into two, one from number 1 up to 250, and then one side where they're calling from 250 to 529, two centers, but they will be having the same tally box. In that way, we would have been able to cut the time by half. If that can help, Right Honorable Speaker, it would help us. Thank you.
The honorable member, this is being done by calling of names by one person. I don't know whether we are going to have two people calling names at the same time. I think the procedure we're using now, it's okay. Let's just start. Because we're not going to have one person calling one name from this side, another one calling from, it will be very confusing. Let's start, make the modifications necessary. Can I have the agents of the candidates? Are they here? We are there. The honorable member is for honorable? Honorable, what is your name? Namanya Nambos, representing the Honorable Yusuf Sivambi. Yes? Honorable Richard there, representing Honorable Seriko Muhammad. Honorable Esther Afoyo Chan from Zombo will be representing Honorable Anita Mong. Clerk?
Abambiku Jessica. Abeja Susan Molly Jolie. Abba Lillian. Abigava Cuthbert Mirembe. Awoli Konihira Agnes. Achan Joyce. Okenyi. Achen Docas. Acheng Jen Ruth Ochero. Achan Judith Peace. And Achayo Juliet Lodo.
Is it possible to move this light this side so there's more light on this side? Looks a bit dark. Is it possible to have this light on this side? That's better.
Achia Remigio, Acheng Sarah Opendi, Achibu Agnes, Achiro Pascamenya, Achom Joan Alobo, Achon Julius Boa, Achora Nancy, Acrobat Kiza Moses, Adeke Anna Ebaju, and Adidwa Abdu. Adoa Helen, Adome Francis Lorica, Adrico Yovan, Aeku Patrick, Afidra Olema Ronald, Afoyochan Esther, Agaba Aisa, Agasha Juliet Bashisha, Akamba Paul, Akampurira Preston Babazi, Akelo Beatrice, Akelo Christine, Akelo Lucy, Akelo Rosalili, Akena James Michael Jimmy, Akol Anthony, Akora Maxwell Ebong Patrick, Akogizibwe Aled Ronald, Akumu Catherine Mavengina, Alanyo Jennifer, Alepa Margaret, Achila, Alepa Moses, Alero Tom Aza, Ali Moses, Alion Yoke Odria, Alum Santa Ogwang, Alupo Jessica Rose Epel, Aliek Judith, Amede Agnes, Amero Susan, Among Anita Annette, Amongi Betty Ongom, Angora Frederick, Anyakun Esther Davinia, Anwar Ricky Richard, Aogon Silas, Aol Betty Ochan, Apollo, Yeri, Ofuono. Okay. Apollot, Christine, Apollot, Stella Isodo, Arineitwe, Rauben, Arineitwe, Rakajara, Asaba Paul Nsabimana, Asamo Helen Grace, Asera Stephen, Asimwe Florence Achichi, Asimwe K. Enoth, Asimwe Mosime Mole, Atim Agnes Apea, Atim Ogwa Cecilia Barbara, Atima Jackson Libuti, Atan Okia Moses, Atugonza Alan, Atkwasa Rita, Atuto Jacinta, Atuachire Catherine Ndamira, Atuijuchire Dan, Atiang Stera, Auma Helen Wandera, Auma Kenny, Auma Linda Agnes, Avako Melsa Naimagule, Avul Jane Patuto, Awanyi Tony, Awas Sylvia Vicky, Awich Jen, Awor Betty Angola, Ayebale Margaret, Ayo Jennifer Narukwago, Ayo Tone, Ayume Charles.
Batom Ben Koryang, Baba Jebs Boliba, Bagala Jays and Twatwa, Bajire Agre Henry, Bahati David. Bahirera, Tumwekwase, Slavia. Bainababo Charity, Baino Mugisha Jen, Kabajunju, Baka Stephen Mugabe, Bachireke Namboze Betty, Baka Bulendi Charles. Okay. Balimoze Ronald Nsubuga, Banjirana Anefa Kawoya, Bariomonsi Chris, Basalirwa Asman, Batarengaya Basil, Ranquez, Batua Timothy Lusala, Baiga Michael Philip Lodome. Bebona Babunji Josephine, Begumisa Mary, Boka Didi George, Bigira Nora, Nyendwoha, Benji Patrick Nyanzi, Biraro Ephraim, Gangshans. Beyika Lawrence Songa, Bright Toma Moti, Bukenya Michael Iga, Businje Harriet, Businje Joab, Businje Victoria Lusoke.
Honorable members, I beg your indulgence. One of the honorable members, whose name is coming much later, has an emergency. The Honorable Margaret Robushaiza, could you call that name? And she votes and goes. She has an emergency.
Businje Penina Kabengani, Butime Tom Atenye, Buturo Nsaba,
Rabusheija Margaret Namubiru.
Bwani Kabed, Bwire Sanon Nadeba, Biakatonda Abdullah. Biamukama Fred, Biamukama Nulu Joseph, Bianyima Nathan, Biarugaba Alex, Bakunda, Chelain Betty Luka, Chelangat Alinga Solomon, Chelimo Ruben Paul. Chemaswet Abdi Fadil Chisos, Chemonges William, Chemtai Evelyn, Chemtai Phyllis, Cheptori Sam Maangusho. Cherukut Rose Emma, Driwaru Jennifer, Ebwalu Jonathan, Echeru Musa Francis, Edakasi Alfred Elalu, Olale, Ekanya Geoffrey. Ekudo Tom Julius, Eloto Cosmas, Elwelu Peter, Emigo Julius Peter, Esenu Anthony Alden, Etuka Isaac Joaquino. Ezama Siraje, Brahan, Feta Geoffrey, Gafabsa Richard Muhomuza, Gedudu Mafuabi Dominic, Gume Frederick Ngobi, Hashim Sulaiman. Igeme Nathan Naveta Samson, Ikoja John Bosco, Isa Abiye David Aga, Isa Abiye Ede, Isa Matt Abraham, Isingoma Patrick Mwesigwa.
Ismail Muhammad Lomwa, Kara Kevin Ojinga, Kaya Christine Nachimwero, Kabahenda Flavia, Kabanda David, Kabasharira Naomi, Kabugo Florence, Kabura Derek, Kabusu Moses, Kabuye Frank, Kadaga Rebecca, Kafuzi Jackson Karugaba, Kagabo Twaha Muzei, Kahunde Helen, Kajwenje Tunomjisha Wilson, Kakembo Michael, Kamara John Nizeimana, Kamara Nicholas Thaddeus, Kamateneti Jocelyn, Kambale Ferigo, Kamugo Pamela Nasio, Kamukama Benjamin, Kamukama Davis, Kamuntu Moses, Kamsime Caroline, Kangwaje Stephen Rakanuma, Kankunda Amos Chibwika, Kanushu Laura, Kanyike Ronald Evans, Karubanga David, Karubanga Jacob Atenyi, Kasaija Matia, Kasaija Stephen Kagwera, Kasoro Robert, Katawazi Francis Katongole, Katali Loy, Katalihwa Donald Biawazaire, Katenya Isaac, Kateshumbwa Dixon, Kato Mohammed, Katuntu Abdu, Katsabe Godfrey, Katsime Annette Mujisha, Katwesije Oliver Koyechenga, Kauma Sauda, Kavuma Sam, Kawalia Abubeka, Kayagi Sara Netalisire, Kayanga Baroda, Kayemba Geoffrey Soro, Kayogera Yona, Kayondo Fred, Kaziwe Bashir Mbazira, Kemirembe Pauline Chaka, Kesande Grace Bataringaya, Chivaju Naomi, Chivalia Henry Morris, Chiza Kenneth Nyendoha, Chinovere Herbert Tom, Chinshaba Patience Nkunda, Chintu Alex Brandon, Chirabo Agnes, Chirumira Hassan, Chisa Stephen, Chisembo Basemela Noelin, Chitanywa Sowedi, Chitutu Mary Goreti Chimono, Chiwanuka Abdallah, Chiwanuka Kefa.
Chiyaga Hilary Innocent, Koluo Joseph Andrew, Komakech Christopher, Komol Emmanuel, Komol Joseph Mede, Kuweketeria James, Kugonza Emily. Kunihira Faith Philo, Kwizera Eddie Wagahungu, Kwizera Paul, Chakulaga Fred Bueno, Chebakutika Manjeri, Chobe Luke Inyensiko. Choma Zavia Akampulira, Shoto Ibrahim Mululi, Lagen David, Lake Sharon Balmoi, Lamwaka Catherine, Lamwaka Margaret, Leku Joel, Lematia John. Lematia Ruth Molly Onduru, Linda Irene, Lochap Peter Ken, Lokeris Teko Peter, Loki John Bosco, John Baptist, Loki Peter Abrahams, Lokoru Albert, Lokwang Hillary. Lokwang Phillips Ilukor, Lolem Mika Akasil, Lubega Bashir Sempa, Lubega Medad Segona, Lugorobi Amos, Lukwago John Paul Mpalanyi, Luchamuzi David Kalwanga. Leomo Richard Chizito, Lutaya Geoffrey, Lutamaguzi Semakula Paulson Kasana, Luanga Jime, Macho Geoffrey, Magogo Moses Hashim, Magolo John Faith, Magola Rachel Miriel. Sorry. Makoha Margaret, Malende Shamim, Mamawi James, Maneno Zumura, Masaba Karim, Masika Apollo, Masiko N. Henry. Matovu Charles, Mawanda Michael Maranga, Mayanja Alan, Mbabazi Jennifer Chomuhendo, Mbabazi Pascal, Mbadi Mbasu Wilson. Mbayo Esther Mbulakubuza, Mboizi Arthur Wako, Mbwate Kamwa Gafa, Migade Robert Ndugwa, Modoi Isaac, Moriko Joyce Kaduchi. Pende Bomali, Mpuga Mathias, Mugabe Donenzio Kahonda, Mugabe Muzale Martin Chisule, Mugabe Susan, Mugema Peter, Mujira James, Mugisa Margaret Muhanga. Mogole Mauku David Stephen, Mugumya Claire, Muhesi Abaho Jennifer, Muhindo Harold Tony, Muhozi R. David, Muhumuza David, Muhwezi Jim Katugugu. Mukasa Aloysius Talton Gold, Mukasa Julius Opondo, Mukaye Miriam, Mulimba John, Musa Noah, Musana Eric, Musasizi Henry Ariganyira. Museveni William, Mushemeza Elijah Dickens, Musheure Shatsi Nayebare Kutesa, Musila John, Musinguzi Yona, Mutasingwa Diana Nankonda Kajenye, Mutebi Noah Wanzala, Mutembule Yusuf.
Mutiwa Geoffrey Eric, Mutono Patrick Lodoi, Mutumba Abdul, Mutuzo Peace Regis, Muwanga Chivumbi Muhammad, Muuma Milton Karuru, Mwesigwa Robert Rukari, Mwijushe Francis. Mwine Mpaka Ramirama, Nabagabe Karule Flavia, Nabanja Robina, Nabukera Hanifa Hussein, Nabukenya Brenda, Nafuna Moroni Irene Margaret, Naigaga Miriam. Najuma Sara, Nakawiye Juliet Kakande, Nakadama Rukia Isanga, Nakato Mary Annette, Nakayenze Connie Galiwango, Nakaziwe Hope Grania, Nachimoli Helen, Nakuti Faith Loru, Nakwanga Christine Tubo, Narure Asha Aisha Kavanda, Narima Betty Ethel, Namanya Naboth, Nambeshe John Baptist, Namboze Teddy. Namuganza Passis Princess, Namuga Goreti, Namuju Sise Dionysia, Namukuta Brenda, Namutawe Joan, Namuyangu Kacha Jennifer, Nandagire Christine Ndiwarana, Nandala Mafabi Nathan James, Nandutu Agnes, Nangoli Gerard, Nantaba Aida Elios, Nantongo Fortunate Rose, Nanyondo Veronica Namaganda, Natkunda Midias, Natumanya Flora, Naevare Sylvia, Ndezi Alex, Ndiomujeni Roland, Nebanda Andiru Florence, Nekesa Victor, Ngompek Linus, Ngoya John Bosco, Ninkusima John Paul, Ninsima Boaz Kasirabo, Nirinjimana James Ruji Kaberuka, Niwagaba Wilfred, Nionsaba Alex, Nkunyinji Mwada, Nkwasiwe Zinkuratire Henry, Nsamba Patrick Oshabe, Nsanja Patrick Kayongo, Nsegumile Muhammad Chibedi, Nsereko Muhammad, Sivambi Yusuf, Nsubuga Paul, Nyakato Asinansi, Nyakato Dorothy, Nyachkongoro Rosemary, Nyamotoro Fiona, Nyeko Derek. You go up to 465, right?
Nyangweso Dennis, Nyirabashetse Sarah Mateke, Nyongore Enoch, Obiga Kania, Obiga Rose, Obong Vincent Shedrick, Oboth Maxons Jacob. Obua Dennis Hamson, Ochan Patrick, Ochen Peter, Ochai Maximus, Ochero Jim Bricky Norman, Odoi Bernard Onen Mutusa. Odoi Olwelowo Fox, Odongo JJ Abubakar, Odur Jonathan, Oguzuli Dennis, Ogwal Moses Goli, Ogwang Peter, Ogwari Polycarp. Ojera Martin Mapenduzi, Okasai Sidronius Opolot, Okabe Patrick, Okaye Bob, Okelo Charles Patrick Engola. Okelo Geoffrey Charles, Okelo Nelson, Okeyo Peter, Okia Joan Aniku, Okin Pipi Ojera, Okiror Bosco, Okorimo Janet Grace Akech, Okot Boniface Henry. Okot John Amos, Okot Moses Jr., Okot Ogong Felix, Okot Peter, Okot Santa, Okulo Abuka Jalon Anthony, Okumu Gabriel, Okupa Elijah. Okwir Samuel, Oulanyah Gilbert, Oleru Huda Abason, Olobo James, Omara Paul, Onek Hilary, Obalo Kor, Onekalit Dennis Amere, Onen Charles, Ongalo Obote Clement Kenneth, Ongerito Emmanuel Jor. Onzima Godfrey, Opio Samuel Achuti, Opolot Fred, Opolot Patrick Isiage, Opolot Simon Peter Okwalinga, Orone Derek, Oseku Richard Oriebo, Osoru Maureen. Otafire Kahinda, Otiam Emmanuel Otala, Otemgeu Isaac Ismail, Otukol Sam, Paparu Lilian Obiale, Rogomayo Edson, Ruhunda Alex. Rutahigwa Elisa, Ruyonga Joseph, Raburindo Re Tassis Bishanga.
Rakojo Robina Gureme, Ramirama Bright Kanyontore, Remlicha Ibanda, Sazi Godfrey, Sebamara Richard, Sechindi Aisha, Sechanzi Bernard Chiria, Sendaula Christine Bukenya, Sirwanyi Solomon, Sasaga Isaiah's Johnny, Sebikali Yoweri, Segirinya Muhammad, Sejoba Isaac, Sechikubo Theodore, Sechitore Ko Robert, Semuju Ibrahim, Samuanga Javira, Sentai Muhammad, Senyonyi Joel Besakezi, Serubura Stephen, Serukenya David, Sewanyana Alan Alozias, Seungu Joseph Gonzaga, Simbwa Fred, Subi Chinyamatama Juliet K, Taka Agnes, Taban Sharifa Ate, Tayewa Habat Musasizi, Tayewa Thomas, Tevande K. Charles, Teira John, Tembo Gideon Mujongo, Tibasimwa Joram Ruranga, Timuzigu Kamjisha Michael, Tinkasimire Barnabas, tumwebaze Frank Kajiji, tumwesije Josephat, tumwine Anne Mary, Tusime Julius, Twala Fadil, Twesje John Ntamuhira, Twesje Nathan Itungo, Twinobusinje Giovannis, Twinomujoni Francis Kazini, Wako Peggy Joy, Wakabi Pius, Wakaima Musoke Huntington, Wachkona Wandendeya David, Wakoli Godfrey, Waliomu Mwanika Moses, Wamakuyu Ignatius Modimi, Wamara Edward Katumba, Wamara Numbers of Florence, Wambede Sethi Chizangi Masa, Wanda Richard, Wandwasi Robert, Wanyama Michael Odoli, Were Godfrey Odero, Werike Peter Christopher, Wakorachi Simon Peter, Zake Francis, Zawede Victorious, Zijan David Livingston,
Ladies and gentlemen, the voting for the Deputy Speaker of Parliament has come to an end. All the names on the register of the 529 members of Parliament have been read out, and what you can see on your screens right now are the very last members here to cast their votes. We doubt and are not sure that all the 520 have actually done the voting, but now let's listen to the administrative announcement to know how many people have cast their votes as the counting gets underway.
Watch the voting area and you'll be identified and you take the vote now. Is there any member who would like to vote who has not yet voted? There being none, there's one coming? Please, please, please. Can we know the name, please? Because we have been hearing the names. No, you. Clerk, please, you are the one responsible.
Omara Paul.
Yes. Any other? There being no other member, I now declare polling closed. And we can start the process of preparing for declaration of results. Please, technical people, take charge. Now, while that is going on, honorable members, please proceed with that. While that is going on, honorable members, I beg your indulgence. We have some urgent business which I think we should finish in the duration of them doing that. Proceed. And the urgent business I'm talking about is our membership to the Pan-African Parliament. I've already received all names from the people who are supposed to give the nominations. The National Resistance Movement has given the 3 names. The National Unity Platform has given the 1 name. And the 1 name that's supposed to be nominated by the Speaker has already also been provided. We have checked with the rules also. Rule 5(4) says no business shall be transacted in Parliament other than an election to the office of Speaker at any time, and this is important, at any time that the office of the Speaker is vacant. This rule creates its own exception, so if the office of the Speaker is not vacant, you can transact any other business. And by virtue of this rule, I am causing an alteration of the order paper to insert business as follows. Designation of members of Parliament to the Pan-African Parliament. I'll read the names and I'll put the question. If you approve, we adopt them because their names were supposed to be transmitted to the Pan-African Parliament today, 24th, and they take oath on the 27th. So we are just in time and the rules allow. So I'll cause this alteration by immediately now asking the clerk to call this business and we'll deal with it. Designation of members to the Pan-African Parliament.
New item, designation of members to the Pan-African Parliament.
Honorable members, the names that have been submitted to this office of the Speaker from the NRM, I have the Honorable Felix Okot Ogong, MP for Dokolo South in Dokolo District, the Honorable Bangirana Anifa Kawoya, MP Maugola West, the Honorable Achayo Juliet Lodo, MP Ngora County in Ngora District. From the National Unity Platform, I have the Honorable Patrick Oshabe, Member of Parliament for Cassandra Counties North, and the nomination. I now put the question that the names of the Honorable Felix Okotogong, the Honorable Bangirana Anifa Kawoya, the Honorable Achayo Juliet Lodo, the Honorable Patrick Oshabe, and the Honorable Eric Musana do represent us in the Pan-African Parliament. I put the question, will those in favor say aye? To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. Thank you very much.
Can you take?
The ballot box is open, and these are the results. Anita Amongi. Who is Anita?
This is Anita Amongi.
Anita Amongi.
Anita.
Anita. Amongi. Among. 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 Among.
Some order, please.
Among. 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 Anita. Among. 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 Anita. Among. 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 Anita. Among. Among. Sivambi. Among. Anita. Anita. Sivambi. Anita. Among. Among. Anita. 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 Sivambi. Sivambi. Yusuf. Anita. Sivambi. Among. Sivambi. Anita. Among. Anita. Nsereko. Among. Anita. Among. Anita. Among. Anita. Among. Annette. Anita. 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 Among. Anita. Among. Among. Sivambi. Among. Sivambi. Sivambi. Among. Sivambi. Anita, Among, 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 Nsereko, Nsereko, Among, Among, Nsereko, Anite, Anita, not Anita, 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 Nsereko, Among, Sivambi, Anita, like that. Among, Anita, Among, Nsereko, Anita, Among, Anita, Among, 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 Sivambi, Sivambi, Among, Anite, Annette, Among, Sivambi, Among, Among, Nsereko, Sivambi, Among, Anita, Anita, Among, Among, Nsereko, Among, Anita, Among, Anita, Annette, Among, Among, Anita, Anita, Nsereko, Sivambi, Anita, Anita, Among, 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 Yusuf, Among, Among, Anita, Sivambi, Among, Among, Nsereko, Among, 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 Nsereko. Among, Anita Annette. Anita Annette. Among, among, Sivambi. Among, 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 Anita Sivambi. Among, Nsereko. Among, 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 Anita, among, 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 Anita, Anita, among, 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 Sivambi. Among, 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 Nsereko. Anita, Anita, among, 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 Nsereko. Anita, among, 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 Sivambi. Among, Anita, Nsereko. Among, Anita, among, 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 Anita. I read what is there. Sivambi. Nsereko. Anita. Among, 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 Nsereko, among, Nsereko, among, Nsereko, among, Sivambi, among, Anita, among, Sivambi, Anita, among, Anita, among, Anita, among, Anita, among, Sivambi, Anita, among, Anita, among, Sivambi, among, Anita, among, Anita, among, Sivambi, Anita, Anita Among, Anita Nsereko, Anita Among, Nsereko, Among, Sivambi, Among, Anita Among, Anita Among, Annette Among, Anita Among, Anita Annette Among, Anita Among, Anita Among, Anita Annette Among, Nsereko Among, Anita Annette Among, Nsereko Annette Among, Anita Among, Anita Among, Sivambi, Anita Among, 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 Sivambi, among, 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 Anita. Among, Sereko. Among, among, Sivambi. Among, 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 Anita, among, 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 Sivambi, among, 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 and among. The invalid votes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we are starting to count. We are starting, okay. Just keep them there. We are starting to count from Honorable Nsereko's ballot papers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Honorable Sivambi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Now, Honorable Amangi Anita. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120. 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152, 153, 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 162, 163, 164, 165, 166, 167, 168, 169, 170, 171, 172, 173, 174, 175, 176, 178, 179, 180, 181, 182, 183, 184, 185, 186, 187, 188, 189, 190, 191, 192, 193, 194, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199, 200. 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207, 208, 209, 210, 211, 212, 213, 214, 215, 216, 217, 218, 219, 220, 221, 222, 223, 224, 225, 226, 227, 228, 229, 230, 231, 232, 233, 234, 235, 236, 237, 238, 239, 240, 241, 242, 243, 244, 245, 246, 247, 248, 249, 250, 251, 252, 253, 254, 255, 256, 257, 258, 259, 260, 261, 262, 263, 264, 265, 267, 66, 267, 268, 269, 270, 271, 272, 273, 274, 275, 276, 277, 278, 279, 280, 281, 282, 283, 284, 285, 286, 287, 288, 289, 290, 291, 292, 293, 294, 295, 296, 297, 298, 299, 300, 301, 302, 303, 304, 305, 306, 307, 308, 309, 310, 311, 312, 313, 314, 315, 316, 317, 318, 319, 320, 321, 322, 323, 324, 325, 326, 327, 328, 329, 330, 331, 332, 333, 334, 335, 336, 337, 338, 339, 340, 341, 342, 343, 344, 345, 346, 347, 348, 349, 350, 351, 352, 353, 354, 355, 356, 357, 358, 359, 360, 361, 362, 363, 364, 365, 366, 367, 368, 369, 370, 371, 372, 373, 374, 375, 376, 377, 378, 379, 380, 381, 382, 383, 384, 385, 386, 389, 387, 388, 389, 390, 391, 392, 393, 394, 395, 396, 397, 398, 399, 400, 401, 402, 403, 404, 405, 406, 407, 408, 409, 410, 411, 412, 413, 414, 415.
Honorable members, let me take this time to now announce the results of the votes just cast. Total number of votes cast, 481. Invalid votes, 7. Votes polled by Honorable Nsereko Mohammed, 24. Votes polled by Honorable Sivambi Yusuf, 35. The votes polled by the Honorable Among Annette Anita, 415. Anita Mong, having polled the greatest number of votes, 415, is higher than any of the contestants in this contest. I therefore declare the Honorable Among Annette Anita duly elected Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Congratulations, Honorable Deputy Speaker-elect and honorable members, thank you for the patience you have demonstrated today. I think it's a very good start. If today is anything to go by, the future can only be better. I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for being here up to this time. We have a few other business now to handle, and then we conclude. Next.
Item 17 on the order paper, administration of the oath to the Deputy Speaker by His Excellency the President in accordance with Article 82(10) of the Constitution and the second schedule of the Oaths Act, Chapter 19 of the laws of Uganda.
The left. The light. Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Honorable Anita Among has been declared the Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament, having garnered a whopping 415 votes over this evening's tally. Now remember that there are 529 members of Parliament in the 11th Parliament, and 481 of those
among Anita swear in the name of the Almighty God that I will at all times well and truly serve the Republic of Uganda in the office of Deputy Speaker, and that I will support and uphold the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda as by the law established. So help me God.
Honorable Anita Among has been sworn in as a Deputy Speaker, and going forward she will be deputizing the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah, who alone was also voted into the office of the Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda. Now, as you can see officially, Honorable Anita Among now is decorated in the attire of the Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Honorable Anita Among comes from Bukedea, and she's a woman member of Parliament for Bukedea. Remember, she came in unopposed in the elections that we held on the 24th of, on the 14th of January in this year, 2021. Mohamed Nsereko is serving his third term in Parliament, representing the people of Kampala. Remember, he tried it out last session in 2016, in the last Parliament, the 10th Parliament, against Jacob Oulanyah. And Nsereko that time scored over 100 votes, which has not been the case this time round. Yusufun Sivambi from Mawokota South constituency of the FDC, who also contested on the FDC ticket, for the first time managed to garner 35 votes over the members of parliament here today. Remember, 7 were invalid votes. We were not told why they were invalid, as opposed to the area 2 votes that we saw that were ruled out as invalid during the voting of the speaker. This time round, we've had 7 invalid votes. Now, there, as you can see, the Speaker of Parliament leads the way as the Deputy Speaker follows. Of course, now that is the official entry over the Deputy Speaker and the Deputy Speaker, being led by the Sergeant of Arms to the chambers. And it's official now that it is the Honorable Jacob Oulanyah and Anita Among as the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, respectively, for the 11th Parliament.
On the order paper, remarks by the Deputy Speaker of Parliament.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament of Uganda, my Lord the Chief Justice of Uganda, honorable members of Parliament, I am greatly humbled and honored to be elected across political divide as the Deputy Speaker of Parliament of Uganda. In a very special way, I wish to thank the people of Bukedea district who have made this journey and made me reach the far I have reached tonight. I also wish to thank my party, NRM, under the stewardship of none other than His Excellency, the President of Uganda, for allowing me to serve the nation Uganda, my country, in the position of a Deputy Speaker. A trust that I do not take for granted. I will forever be grateful to my party. To my honorable colleagues of the 11th Parliament of Uganda, I remain highly indebted to you for your wavering support that you've showed me by giving me all those votes for the position of a Deputy Speaker. I am grateful. As a duly elected Deputy Speaker of Parliament of Uganda, I commit to promote teamwork, coherence, equal opportunities, and enhance the welfare of the members of Parliament. In conclusion, I wish to congratulate my senior colleague, Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah, the Speaker of Parliament, and upon the election and elevation to the position of the Speaker. I pledge I will work with you to ensure that we perform in 11th Parliament for the good of our country and for the good of Parliament. And will ensure that all the other arms of government will work together with the legislature without compromising the independence for God and my country.
Item 20 on the order paper, remarks by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda.